Alright, welcome back to the smallpox-ridden Mediterranean, particularly right at home in Sardinia, where there's a bit of smallpox ongoing. This is episode 4, and this is going to be a pretty important episode for a good reason, and that is that pretty soon we will create a holy order here in Sardinia, which this island duchy is to be used as its base. All I need now is just 500 piety, and then it'll be formed. Which I'm no longer at war with anybody, nor do I wish to participate in any war for my liking. But the only exception that's going to be, as soon as we found the holy order, then any Catholic in Europe will call us if they need help. Which I believe the most likely candidate would be over those in Hispania. Or even Sicily. Or even up north in Pomerania. Anyway. Now the smallpox is bringing... Is there two kinds of smallpox out there? No, just one. And it's been around for 2 years. And it's still spreading, unfortunately. Yep. Still spreading. Again, it started in Masat. Where do you find Masat? Yeah, I'm taking the time trying to find this county, which is like, it's kind of, you know, responsible for spreading that over there. A banquet hall is the perfect place to hold an extravagant feast, as well as other less prestigious activities. Indeed. That's where the smallpox originated. Allegedly. But there's another smallpox that came from the other side. I missed that out. It said, I missed the part where it said currently in your realm. There was another one that originated from over there, and that's what made it spread to all over Italy, Dalmatia, Venice, and even here. So there are two different smallpoxes, if there's even a plural word for that. Ooh, should get... Yes, we can, but that's gonna cost me a lot, but it'll be worth it. And the next time if I ever get the economic points all the way up, should get improved keeps. Because, you know, always on defense in this island province, this duchy. Just be patient and we will create a new holy order, and we'll fight anybody who's of our... we'll fight with anyone who's the same faith as us against any infidel, whether it's Sunni, Shia, Slavic, pagan, Roman to a lesser extent. Just wherever they'll call us, we'll be there. We don't fight in our battles anymore, we fight for someone else's. Oh, now he's got smallpox. Because that man is the same guy who, the same sultan who conquered... Okay, we got the piety. But look, he's got the sword of Muhammad. +2 for martial and combat skill. May inspired friendly troops when wielded personally in battle against other religions. Yikes. That's the guy you should look out for, and whoever is his successor, who is just about as good as I saw the 15 there. I'll form it at the moment. Right now there's a bit of a smallpox situation. That disease is clear, so that means eventually it goes through southern Italy and to Tunisia, then our capital county, which we should be out of it soon. But I don't blame it for spreading up to Lugodoro and Galura, because those used to be, well, still is, a war-ridden place after all these years. Again, just need a council of yes men, and he's got smallpox as well. Just okay. Open the gates, and we're gonna form it pretty soon. Just a thought. As soon as I form this holy order, what's the first thing I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to go on a pilgrimage. It'll make sense to see the realm prosper because, again, no longer in a fighting mood. I have 10,000 troops, thanks to my High Marshal's skill, that's stationed all around Sardinia, which would no longer fear anybody. As I woke up this morning, my hands and feet were bleeding. There's a sharp pain in my side. What has happened to me? I could become either cynical or stressed or. But I'm more piety, and this ought to help out because I'm that type of person. It is the stigmata. I have been blessed by God. Now I'm zealous. Which it does go up the fervor, right? Yes. +3. Alright, this is what we've been working hard for this series for. Name myself the leader of a new holy order. Got all the requirements, so let's do it. With the help of the Knights Hospitalier, who supplied some reliable knights, now I'm ready to become an elective, militarized monastic order to protect the Catholic faith. There's only one step left. The most important one. We shall be known as... Oh, I'm gonna take this name. The Knights of the Silver Gauntlet. Again, it's elective monarchy, rule of faith, the government's changed the holy order, and I get about 3 new commanders / soldiers. And that, wow, that's even better. Lightbringer is the ruler title. Not Grandmaster, Lightbringer. And there's the Silver Gauntlet symbol. But it is still agnatic cognatic, so Argentina's the only eligible one around here. The name is so long you could barely see the text. Alright, now that we got the Knights of the Silver Gauntlet established, let me remind you that as a holy order you have 25% plus for the morale of armies, but plus 100% opinion penalty for anyone of a different religion. 20% chance plus for religious opinion and same religion opinion. The Holy Order government is a militarized chivalric order with an aggressive focus on its religious faith. They rule their territory like feudal lords, but they are merciless to vassals that does not follow their faith. regardless of said vassal's government type, their particular focus on solely being a military organization, preventing them from managing anything higher than a dukedom. But here's the catch of this. Yes, you can hold castle like a feudal lord, but you can hold the temple also. Like any of these churches, they can be under my control if I wanted it to. Similar to how some Muslim rulers, especially this man here, can hold a mosque just for more troops or income tax. Well, I can do the same thing. Cannot create kingdoms, cannot usurp kingdoms or empires. Yo. Even though it says found a new kingdom, but that's far-fetched. But alternatively, you can transition yourself to a mercenary band if you change one of those laws. Which, speaking of laws here, we have active mobilization, just like on the previous series when I did the fighter skill, when we founded the mercenary order, which will be available to hire by just about anybody. And if you win a battle, a siege, a major battle, or even an army commander, you'll get more money. But you can increase that if you change the mobilization laws, which, yes, it hurts the tax modifier, but increases levy size. And more so, and even more so, just to do all that, but at the cost of damaging your own economy. So it's best to keep it active. Plus, I have a lot of money to boot, so I'm fine. But this is a rule of faith, which we abandoned the militaristic doctrine to focus on religion and stability of the realm. Yes, it hurts levy size, but it also gets rid of the national revolt risk and threat decay. But although you can increase the with that, but that would be considered changing it to become more mercenary-like. But right now I just want to increase the status of women so women can be spy masters if optional. Trying to remember, what was I going to do? Oh yes, pilgrimage. It's like, well, I've done my task. I'm off to Jerusalem. I'm going to go on a pilgrimage. See you later. There are a number of different holy places I could visit on my pilgrimage. All of them are considered most sacred by the Holy Church, but a somewhat closer destination might mean a safer journey. You may sail to Rome? That's boring. Just go to one of the ancient sites, Jerusalem or Rome. Jerusalem and Rome are two of the oldest and holiest places of the Catholic Church. I will travel to the Holy Land. I've been there once and I'm ready to go again. Back when I was doing a little crusade there, which I had no desire of getting that title. They approved the women-in-law. My things are packed. Everything is in order. At the end of my journey, the Holy Land awaits. My journey begins. Oh yes, my terrifying strong wife is regent again because I put her there. She's a designated regent, and always will be. The old wooden bridge has carried many pilgrims in its day. It creaks suspiciously as I stepped on it. No time to stop. I'm sure it'll hold. Didn't get wounded. There's a star shining unusually bright in the clear sky. I see it every night, and its position coincides more or less with the direction of the destination of my pilgrimage. Yipe. The Lord is showing me the way. Just like they show the way of the three wise guys. I mean, wise men. That was on purpose. During the last couple of days, I made company on the road with a holy knight on his way to the same destination. I have lively and interesting conversations. I find I have many things in common. Okay, how unexpected to make a new friend this far from home. Made friends with the court physician of the Knights Templar. That guy is German. He's a pagan. But he's a mystic. I guess somebody must have, what else are you? Coming down. I guess Fernando was looking for a court physician and he found this mystic. Okay. But we're still friends nonetheless, and nothing's going to change that. Jerusalem. I have finally arrived at Jerusalem, passing by the Mount of Olives. I enter through the city gate and are immediately overcome by the feeling I've made a truly epic journey. Well, not really. It was just everything was touch and go. The city is filled with people of all creeds and colors. The air heavy with smells of strange spices and foreign plants. I make my way through a throng of people and animals, excited by the knowledge. Now I'm close to the Via Dolorosa and other holy places. I also plan to visit the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. But first of all, I need someplace to stay. After all, I wouldn't want to be forced to sleep in the stable, would I? Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As I walk on this holy ground, I ponder the secrets and the essence of God. The teachings of the Holy Church have never felt more relevant than to me now. Imagine the knowledge contained in the scriptures stored here. Well, I already got what I need for piety. The way to heaven is through study, which you'll get more learning. Now I'm a scholar, and a saint, and light bringer. I'm the holy Basilio. Now I've returned from my pilgrimage. It was a rewarding and interesting journey, and I'd do it again if I could. But still, it's good to be back home. A great experience. Just a piety bonus. I'm back. Oh, an apostle just found. One of the commanders who isn't that good with martial skill. I'll just throw him in the dungeon and get money out of him. That's what I typically do. If it's a mayor, just throw him in the dungeon and take a few coins off of him. I did that in my last playthrough. And guess what? We're gonna do it again. Or not. Whoopsie daisies. There, he can't raise his troops this way. Yeah, that happened. Because I have a low intrigue skill. How low? 9. Okay, it's not that low. It's just we didn't arrest this guy the second time. It's just our way of saying, hey, tax man's here. You'll do. There, we got 26 coins from that siege of that city. Guess what? You're going back to the dungeon. And he only has 25 gold left, so that's all the money he has. And he's going to start making it again if I wanted to. Or I could just get rid. Hang on. Greetings to you, Prior Basilio. I am currently in the search for an instructor to assist me in learning about knighthood and matters of warfare. Could you spare some of your precious time to help a fellow member of the Knights Hospitalier? I'll be grateful if you could help me become a better man to serve God. Signed, Sergeant Burnett. Righto. I'll help you. Let's begin your training. I accepted to teach Sergeant Burnett about warfare and how to live a life as a sergeant in the Knights Hospitalier. Well, one can only teach about things that himself know about. What am I going to teach him about? Let me see, what are you? Oh, first, you're Raffle. How to be less sinful. But homosexual? But it doesn't matter, you're celibate, so it's fine. So, teach you to be less sinful. It's time to start Sergeant Bernard training. These are several ways to train a man, and a few come to mind. Not all of them are the best of ideas, or my pupil may choose not to follow them. If no significant result are shown, it'll hurt my credibility. Well, let us pray. Because, oh yes, may your humors rot in your living body. You want to go one more time? What's the point of you existing? Since he's excommunicated, no one will mind. That was hanging, that you just heard. Could have banished him too, but I didn't see the op, so life goes on. While I'm still waiting for anyone's call. Okay, how about train alone? Oh, my friend didn't like my other friend. Okay, how about some meditation? Any changes yet? We're just gonna watch him. High taxes, possible peasant revolt. Should there ever be one, let them come, because we can easily crush the rebellion of any type. How about some friendly competition? Or we had 10,000 troops, but that went down just recently. Oh yeah, one strange thing as I look at all the holdings, it's only this county here that's missing a bishop. Should I make a lot more money? Maybe I should spend on that. Or should someone, here, read a book. Should someone hire us and then we'll help out in their war and we get a lot of money? We should spend that hard-earned money on a church. And that I would be in control of it. I would be content with visiting the church every other Sunday. But if I don't show up, the priest scolds me and tells me that I should set a better example for my subjects. He will ruin everything. My wife Maria asked me to consider her for the position of marshal. What the heck? Well, I'm sure she would be up to the position, but it would be an unconventional choice. Not an outright scandalous one. Oh my goodness. You're just as good. Well, just gotta make her happy. There, she wears a helmet. Representing, yep, she's a marshal because she's a strong, scary woman. I mean scary in a good way. To like to bring up Basilio. I am under attack by infidels and I'm requesting the services of the Knights of the Silver Gauntlet to fight the enemies of the Catholic faith. You will be paid up front, and you will receive more for every achievement accomplished in this holy war. The Princess of Poland. She's the Countess of Opole, Zen, and Vladimir Volynsky. Who are you at war with, to be exact? It's one of the Pomeranians, right? Yes, Pomerania. I knew this was going to happen. It's not really the Nordic Crusade, but how many ships do I have? Oh, we can ferry them all. We're only 7,000 strong. We'll get more troops in the island. Just give us the money and we're gonna go. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't a war for... Okay, never mind. It's been called off. Got me a bit excited. That was for the county of Galich, also known as Galicia. I believe that our training sessions together are an end. You taught me well, and I thank you for it. I'm a changed man. Your former apprentice, Sergeant. Always glad to help out a fellow member of the Knights Hospitalier. There, you're no longer off. With this war over, I am no longer in need of services of the Knights Silver Gauntlet. You are now hereby freed from your obligations. That was it. It ended inconclusively because, who was the previous ruler of the county of Galich? It was Yaroslav. You were fighting against the Orthodox? What the heck? Well, time to find another employer. Did not know the Great Schism has such an effect. Oh, the Holy Roman Emperor Kaiser Heinrich the Terrible is finally dead. I'm surprised the Pope never excommunicated him, because they would have done that. Now here's Herman the Just. Also, what's going on over in Pisa? Oh, the second war for that city again. 5,000 strong, papacy 2,000. Oh yeah, you're most certain to lose. Well, we can't tell Pisa to get off my island. I mean, it's not our call. Unless they want to hire us. But again, being in a holy order, we're just basically mercenaries, but we fight those, we fight alongside people who are Catholics like us. And apparently it does also apply against anybody that's non-Catholic. Even other Christian branches, apparently. Oh, it's university related. That's none of my business. Doesn't make sense. You would hire a Catholic holy order to fight against the Orthodox. But there were instances in real life history. The Teutonic Order did fight against the Russians during the Northern Crusade era. I believe they were fighting against Novgorod, I believe. You know, like those guys that I just mentioned. It's Cambridge. Hey, how about you call us, Poland? I don't recognize my friend anymore. The things we had in common when we first met and became friends have changed and vanished. Whenever I meet my friend, I ask myself, is this the person I want to be friends with? Can we really be friends despite our differences? What differences? No, you are my friend and that won't ever change. Friends are friends. For a long while now, I have not felt the presence of Jesus in my thoughts. I'm starting to wonder whether there is any truth in the Bible, or it's perhaps just an old book written by clever liars. Who knows? These blasphemous feelings will soon pass, and I am not depressed. Oh yeah, there's something I wanted to say. Well, hey, another granddaughter. Katerina, sounds fine. Oh yes, now I remember. You know, this ruler, Basilio the Holy, who is pretty much a living saint at this point. There's this thing I wanted to say because I was looking up Sardinia related topics, especially some of the settlements of Sardinia for some of you Italians watching, or in fact Sardinians, if any. That in real life there is a small town 22 miles north of the capital of Sardinia here. There's a town with 1,500 people called San Basilio. San is the word meaning saint, in French, Italian, Spanish. I don't know. No. You, it's French is Saint, like Saint Louis. Well, anyways, in Italian and Spanish, San is the word for saint. So yes, there's San Basilio. Man, you Hungarian? Yep. What you got? Just a book. We're friends. Speaking of French, the Duke of Champagne is steward of France and Treasury Guard as well. I'll teach you in a moment, just let me finish my saying. San Basilio. There's a town called that, and one would think this was named after this character, who united Sardinia after fighting against many foreign enemies. And he's built the church. Well, he's in the process of building, which it'll be done in about nearly 2 years. But I believe you can do a better job. Build it faster. Which now it'll be done on 28th of May of next year. Well, let's train this guy. After I got done training, I'm gonna get real bored quickly. I'm gonna teach you about... You're a commander, right? Yep. Teach you about warfare and combat. Starting with sitting under a waterfall. Sit there and think about it. And as soon as this is over, I'm gonna go on a warrior pilgrimage. You know, something to do. And may never know if there's a chance I could get hurt badly, which would be severely injured, or even dead. You know, something interesting. Now let us meditate. Contemplation would be the better word for it. Oh, come on, not again. Okay, tell me, do you think we could still be friends? I mean, something obviously wrong with it. Maybe that's the reason. Just these deceitful. You think we should be friends? To ask them. Because the thoughts are getting to me again. Instead of agreeing that our friendship is doomed, Murtarak told me that as long as he lived, he would consider me a friend. All of our differences, the things we no longer had in common, he dismissed us as having grown up, and that it was time to find us new things to talk about and strengthen our friendship with. So we're still friends, I guess. Did not abandon the friendship. Oh boy. Yeah, inspired peasantry. Oh, even better. Local build time modifier. There's a church being built. You gotta build faster. Now Poland calls for our help. Pomerania is kicking their tail. And now they got Lithuania that wants this part of Poland. So for God. It's up against Pomerania. Perfect. It'll be done on March 3rd. Yep, inspired peasantry. Build faster, you workers. Show them that the Sardinian people are the best people in both warfare and in engineering. And yes, we're gonna spend a lot of money on getting our troops out. Well, mostly. Okay, I guess that's all for now, so just position yourselves here and we'll come back for you. How many troops does Pomerania have? 5,000. Well, anyhow. Hang on. Look, just get together at the Mediterranean Sea and we'll figure out our final tally of the numbers. It's gonna take a while, Poland. Just wait for us. We're trying to do a bit of math here, which is one of my weaknesses. in real life. 4,000. Damn, that's not enough. Next time, spend money on some boats. So make the landing over at this area, the Sound. And then we'll get the rest. A queasy feeling overcomes me and I feel an immediate urge to vomit. Well, I guess it's because it's seasickness, I think. Because I'm on a fleet with them. Yes. He strapped me to the chair and have me sitting upright for days. Glad I hired him. Just strap me on that chair, and if that boat keeps rocking, then well, just don't get too queasy right now. If I get better, then it was seasickness. Oh no. It's gonna get worse from here. If I die while at sea, that means this, who's the other again? Argentina. Right. I forgot her name. Man, I must be having a field day with this. Abdominal pain now. I told you, it's seasickness. There isn't an illness called that. There isn't any, but I like to say that. If it is cancer like it was first suspected, then... oh dear, I'm screwed. Hurry up. Poland needs us. Because they can't handle both wars. Oh hey, it's my friend that I made with. Thank you. Now you're more honest. To be a great warrior, you gotta be honest. Now I have cancer. At least it's not scurvy. That's what I had suspected because I just got on the boat. It's normal. So just, as long as you know what you're doing. Enter my chambers with an earthenware jar, cradled in his arms, and came to sit my bed. He pulled a leech from the jar and gave it a most tender look before placing it on my face. Remain still, my lord. Better not disturb their feeding. I actually feel better. That's genius. Use the leeches to suck out the cancer out. That's ingenious. Medical science has advanced so much in Sardinia. We should have landed at the Gulf of Danzig instead of starting all from the other side. Okay, now go pick up the rest quickly. Don't take that holding. Just head to... whoa. Or try to retake one of the holdings. See if this will help. Yep, so far away from home and we've decided to come here. Enrico? Enrico is not a Pomeranian name. Did he hire mercenaries? Again, as a reminder, got to be in the vanguard and kind of do an assault strategy. We decided to go this way. Go the long way around and make sure that these Pomeranians do not escape. Also, I found out that this Enrico over there, he's actually an Italian military tutor. I'll seclude myself in prayer and meditation. I'll be back in the center flank at the moment. Just hold on to your faith, Poland. We're coming. Okay. Back in center flank. You coming with us? Okay, they linked up with us. Come on, you Hungarians, catch up. We ain't waiting for you. Yes, they are chained with me. Again, all three of us commanders have the Holy Warrior, which means better damage against religious enemies. We may be outnumbered slightly, but I think we'll destroy their morale pretty quickly. And let's prove that right now. But we can hold them off, even without the Hungarians' help. Also, the church is finished. Two weeks. 1 week. Oh, we got this one. What is this? Crusading in Koyawati is so far away from friends and family is wearing. It is good I have fellow commanders I can rely on for some good talks and laughs. We're all here for the same thing. What the? There's food for the glory of God. How about some more piety? I'm about to reach 1,000 piety. If this was Holy Fury, I would be a saint by now. In death, that I would be canonized. Which is a future they've yet to talk about in the Dev Diaries. As of this recording on August 31st. Yep, pay up, because we won the battle here. Alright, things will get easy from here. Also, now that I built the holding here... Oh, I forgot about you guys. Get on board. See, I can control a bishopric now. Which I'll spend it on Churchtown. You know, more money, more... Whoa, my goodness. This is what you have for bringing those boats up. I did not know they were that expensive. All had different reasons of why they were here. Crusading against the infidels in Koyavi. For some for the glory of God, some for the lands and wealth, I hope to acquire, others for prestige. Both here and are here, risking our lives together for the same reason. Friendship, and for the glory of God. Hey, we're just here to help out Poland because they're having a bit of a hard time. Matter of fact, recall them back. I think we can handle this now. Just get them back home. The sound of trumpets blares, I lead another charge against King Basilio of Pomerania's men. Men, to me, I cried. The battle rests upon me. All day I've been leading my men, so near thought of my own safety. My actions this day will be spoken throughout the Knights of the Silver Gauntlet. I am an inspiration to all. Okay, look, just get back. Disband them all for cost-cutting savings. We'll get them all back soon. Just destroy the Pomeranian army, then help Poland to retake the holdings. Us and Hungarians from Temes will fight against the Pomeranian army. See? Cost-cutting measures. Don't need a whole army over here. We're doing fine on our own. Just defeat those Slavic pagans and then How about the Poles? Oh, God. I just received a crushing blow to the head in battle and suffered a terrible injury to my face. Now I'm disfigured and severely injured. Well, this spells the end of Basilio. Because I have cancer and now I'm severely injured. But I'm already wearing a Crusader helmet, so you're not seeing this disfigured face yet. I would rather die fighting. If I get killed in action, so be it. It'll just show that it was his bravery that... Oh man, get out of here. You know the pagan attrition? Stay over here. Where's the man with the siege speed? Here you are. Just liberate parts of Poland. But at least we've been getting quite a bit of money for back and forth fighting. And siege equipment. Need that. See, now the war is in Poland's favor. Thanks to us. See, they're taking their holdings back too. But they're all going to get together soon. Rumors traitor working with the besiegers. I wouldn't call them traitors. Like those Pomeranians who occupied the... It's the Polish liberators. The resistance. There you go. That's the word. There's a resistance against Pomeranian occupation. Don't let them back here. Okay. This way. Alright, let us remind you that it's mild winter, normal winter in some parts, but due to pagan attrition and look at the supply limit, they cannot feed that many troops out there. So after we fight these guys in this county, do not advance in the Pomeranian lands until the winter is clear, where there will be enough supplies for all of us out here. Not to mention I am risking my life and limb for this. Because I'm still severely injured and have cancer and I may die very soon. But I would rather die in battle just to show that Basilio always fights to the end. Ever since he began his rule defending Sardinia from the Berbers, went on a crusade to do a little thing, fought against Merchant Republic, and now against Pomeranians. The king himself is on that flank, but he's retreating right now. Wish we would have him in prison, so we could end the war quickly. There, now he's going. Do not go to Pomerania. It's still cold up there. Crap, they got more reinforcements. Did they hire mercenaries or something? Where are they coming from? Yes, he did hire mercenaries. But which ones? That's the real question. Who did he hire? It doesn't say, because usually it says under contract of whoever. And these guys aren't tribal either. It's probably one of those country exclusive mercenaries. Who knows? Alright. Welcome to the court. Alright, Poland is now fully liberated. What are you voting for? Allow women in the order? Sure, I approve. Don't you know there are courageous women warriors of wherever out there? If only there were more of those in Sardinia. Maybe we would have handled the situation differently. You have quite a talent. Yeah, excuse me. The lunch. Oh, Poland is going to deal with Lithuania, which is in Krakow right now. That's their capital. I guess we'll deal with the Pomeranians ourselves. The winter is clear, but we cannot advance to those areas. Just stand guard. Matter of fact, let them come in and we'll fight against them. I doubt I'll remember training you because I'm in the middle of war right now, so one more major battle should do. And they'll be gone for good. We lost our flank, but we're really beating them. This will tell the pagans to stay away from Poland. 98%. Still not convinced. Go back to Poznan. Come back down here. I dare you. You and your mercenaries are nothing. Just sign a surrender peace treaty or whatever to Poland, and so we can all go home. And to, you know, their war score's at 100%, and we didn't even finish the battle. So there you go. Poland is saved. So thank you, King Sizabor. You know what? Just march all the way down here. Just go down to Genoa and we'll pick you up from there. I am not taking another long and expensive boat trip on the way back home. There aren't any diseases on our way, are they? Nope. It's all healthy. All clear. No longer severely injured. But unfortunately, I lost my face, which in turn loses my diplomacy skill and attraction, which I don't think that really matters because I'm celibate. Just a long march on the way home, singing songs and whatever. The light bringer has brought light to Poland during their darkest moment, their darkest hour. That's why we're the Knights of the Silver Gauntlet. And what's going... Oh yeah, Pisa. Genoa. Oh yeah, Pisa's got this city. Now are they fighting over this? Yes. So Pisa's got this city up there. Now Genoa wants this. Well, friend, you're screwed. But 100%. Paragon of virtue. It's nice to know. Alright, get the boats out. All of them. Just bring our boys home. Hold on. Oh, I forgot. How silly of me. They're finally home. That was an expedition that was costly in both economically and physically. See, look at my face. Look at that. The Great Trade War. The blatant tax invasion of these brigands knows no bounds. Ever since these peasants have banded together to rob us out of our rightful earnings, they've grown bolder every day. All feudal lords have agreed to alliance in order to take control of our economy once again. However, using our armies will not be sufficient to root out every rat on this ship. We shall use what is left of our economy alongside our connections and organizations. They shall know why we are the rightful rulers of the world. Whoa. Huh. Either have no part in this or we'll take back what is ours. This is a new feature from the Great Trade League update. It's been updated recently, just before this series began. So we will take back what is ours. This will last a couple of years. There it is. Great Trade League controls 45% of the markets, and Feudal Lords Alliance control 55% of the markets. We'll explain a bit more of that if I can on the next episode. So that'll do it for a pretty interesting episode for someone of a holy order and a long expedition. So we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.